you know, it was a gratifying 3 years that we played together. But you know, even if my son went to another team and we was playing against each other, I'm not giving him shit. Nah, he'd come home and eat dinner or something, but he'd get no advice from me. That's just the way it go.
Dave McMenamin, ESPN. LeBron, one, how do you see those emotions manifesting on opening night playing against Kyrie? And also, have you had any interaction with him since the trade?
Well, I mean, emotions will come up anytime you've hosted a trophy with a teammate. And there's different levels of emotion, obviously, depending on the player or different, you know, what you went through with that guy. But it was emotions when I came back to Cleveland and I saw, you know, D Wade and Udonis and Chris and Mario and those guys. When the first time I seen those guys, a lot of emotions, tons of emotions, because you know what you went through. There was emotions last year when we seen when Delly came back for the first time, you know, after hosting the trophy. You know, so there will be emotions that go through your head because you know the grind and everything that you went through with that particular player, being Kyrie. You know, but hopefully, you know, and I've been in this position before, so I know once the game gets going, then I'll be able to just focus on us just trying to get better and be the best team that we can be that night. And that's the only thing that matters.
Have you had any communication?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I haven't since he got traded. I had a little dialogue with him when I heard that he wanted to be traded. But since then, I haven't. You know, you guys know Kyrie, so. Next question.
Jason Lloyd, The Athletic. I think it was your first year back. We talked about, you'd said he can be stubborn and hard-headed at times and stuff you were trying to show him and teach him. Did you see this coming at all, even walking off the floor in Oracle at all? We don't get to see everything that goes on, obviously, with you guys. Did you have any sort of sense of this coming?
No, I don't think anybody in the organization sensed it coming. I mean, you guys don't see him all the time, but Jason, you're around enough. I mean, if it's something that we see, you guys would have saw as well. So it was definitely a shock, but, you know, we did a great job of, you know, I think, like I said, Kobe and you know, and the guys in the front office did a great job of putting together a great package for our team to be as complete as we've been in a long time. So that's what I'm truly excited about.
Of what was said with him, but you did have some sort of interaction with him. Was he at all receptive to you I assume you reached out to him. Was he at all receptive to that?
I mean, I reached out to him because I just wanted to get a little insight on, you know, why he felt like he wanted to move on, and you know, and it was, you know, it was like I said, I had a lot of emotions in my head, but I'm one to always kind of reach out to someone and just see, you know, from their vantage point of, you know, because when I heard it from a third or fourth party, and I don't, you know, so many things can be fabricated when you hear from different sources and different people, and you know, obviously, the word source in this world is the worst thing in the world, especially in the sports world. So I'm not a source guy, so I went straight to the guy. And he basically just let me know that that was the direction he wanted to go in. And I was okay with that. I mean, it's a business. I understand that. And it doesn't stop me from leading this franchise and leading this team and going on about it. But I definitely wanted to just go right to him and ask him, and he clarified it for me, so I was at ease.
Was that prior to us finding out? Was that prior to the world finding out?
I don't know when you guys found out about it, to be honest. You know, I spent a lot of time this summer with my son and their basketball tournaments and things of that nature, so when I hear about things, it's kind of shocking to me because I'm not even really on my phone that much as far as the media's perspective, because I kind of try to give it a break. But I don't know when you guys heard about it. But when I heard about it, I just went to the source.
Joe Barton, Cleveland.com. LeBron, I'd like to shift the conversation to your future here. When you came back 3 years ago, and it was a euphoric time for you and everybody around you, but you said on several occasions that you intended to finish your career here, and I guess I wanted to approach it this way. Has that thought or feeling for you changed, and if so, why?
It hasn't changed. And that's why I sit up here today, still in this uniform, still ready to lead this franchise to a championship, put us in a position where we can be successful. Obviously you guys know with me, and anytime I'm able to, either be a free agent or my contract is ending, then I'll approach that, when the summer comes. I won't ever, cheat my teammates or cheat the fans or in a situation where I'm worried or talking about free agency all year long, because I'm not going to give energy to something that I can handle in the summertime when I should be focused on what I need to do on a day-to-day basis to help this franchise compete for a championship, because that's what the front office wants. And, I think that's what, Kobe will want and the front office will want. I think that's what Dan will want. If that wasn't the case, they wouldn't have made the deal that they made to bring in this group of talent and made the, deals to get D. Rose here and Jeff Green here and Jose Calderon and guys like that to have championship-level talent. So it's my obligation to, to go about it that way. And when the summer comes, I will approach that.
LeBron, John Telich, Fox 8, how are you?
Fantastic.
Good. Good to be talking with you. Question about this year. You just answered Joe's question about you're going to give it your best. How do you frame your efforts with getting the rest of your team to be on the same kind of a page with you vis-a-vis wanting to win a championship this year?
Well, it's a process. We understand that's a day-to-day process every single day from our coaching staff down to the players and, and down to everyone else that's in line with that. When you become a part of a team like this, you inherit what has happened and what will happen in the future. And we got a great group. We had a great mini camp in Santa Barbara last week. And, the best thing about it is guys just came in to work. No entitlement at all. No unfocus about what we want to do. And, we know we're here for a reason. And we're all here for a reason, and we want to compete at the highest level. Our coaching staff will give us a game plan every single night like they always do, and it's up to us to go out and execute it.
LeBron, Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. You mentioned not putting energy towards something that's going to happen so far into the summer. Given the other two times that you've gone through this process, what, if anything, did you take from 2010, 2014 to make sure that during the season this kind of thing isn't a distraction?
It's never been a distraction for me, personally. If you look back in 2010, I tried to put that team in a position to compete for a championship, and obviously we played extremely well throughout the regular season, and we ran into a team that was more talented than us in Boston, and they beat us, and in the same, in 2014, I was a part of a team to try to help them get to a place where, a lot of teams haven't been in, to be able to three-peat, and we got all the way there, but it was a team that was playing and hitting at all cylinders better than us at that point in time in San Antonio. So my focus has always been there if you just go back and look at my game and look at my team. So I don't think anything will change.
Jeff Shadell, News Herald. If I heard you correctly, when Joe asked you, he said that you said that you plan on finishing your career here. Was that correct? Did I hear that? And so if that's the case, then what is there really to decide next summer?
Well, at the end of the day, I have a contract. And, I will fill out that obligation, which I've always done. And if you guys know me, I don't know if you know me as much, but I've always handled it in the most business-like way. And I will do that with my team, and we'll handle that in the summertime, as we always have.
LeBron, Kenny Rowe to WHBC. With this year's team, Dwayne Wade last night was granted his out of that contract with the Chicago
I'm in a very good
Bulls.
mood, so I'm going to allow you to have a question, okay?
All right, thanks.
I'm in a very good mood. It's the start of a
Appreciate
new season. I almost thought about just telling you to pass the mic, but it's media day. I'm in a great mood. I feel great. I'm excited about this team.
Wonderful.
I'm excited about everything that's going on, including every question y'all can ask me today.
Yeah.
There's not one question that y'all can ask me that I cannot answer. So I'm going to allow you to have one question, and that's it.
All right, cool.
I'm letting you know that may be it for the rest of the year, but go ahead.
Okay. All right.
You guys know I'm the same guy. I'm back, and I'm the same guy. You guys, go ahead. Go ahead, Kenny.
Glad you're back.
Go ahead.
Dwayne Wade last night gets the buyout. He's a free agent. Is this somebody that you will reach out to? A lot of, different parts to the team this year. This could be another part that's added. Is this a player you're going to reach out to and talk to the front office about bringing to this team this year?
I would love to have D. Wade a part of this team. I think he brings another championship DNA, a championship pedigree. It brings another playmaker to the team who, can get guys involved and can make plays and also just has a great, basketball mind. And, I think, it would be great to have him here. And, obviously, our front office has done some great things, throughout this summer. And, so obviously I've talked to D. Wade throughout the whole summer. And I probably will reach out to him as well, but it's not up to me. It's kind of up to D. Wade. If he can clear waivers, then it's up to our front office. But I hope that we can bring him here. I would love to have him. You're welcome.
Brian Windhurst, ESPN. LeBron, your role is going to be different this year because you may have to handle the ball a little bit more with Isaiah going to be out for a while, and it's gotten out that your workouts this summer were very intense, and that you, even though you come in at a very high level every year, that this year is even a higher level. So considering the changes in the team and the changes that you have to make, could we see a different type of player this year? How are you approaching it?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. It's one of the best off seasons I've had in my career, and I'm extremely excited. I think what got me more excited about the game of basketball is actually being with my sons over the summer and watching their AAU games. And you've probably seen a couple of videos when I was not nice dad throughout the course of some of those games. But the basketball Jones and the basketball fever was put back in me early in July. And it's crazy to say that my 12-year-old and my 10-year-old can inspire me, and they did. And their teammates inspired me to get in the gym. And I know I always get better throughout the off season. I always work on my game and work on my body throughout the off season. But something was just different. Something was just different this off season, and hopefully I can. I'm not here to talk about it because that's not what I do.